Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Tiz.
Good morning, DJ Envy. Good morning, Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Tiz.
Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about these election day results.
Well, before we talk about that, I want to give some results on another winner, and they go by the name of the Breakfast Club for earning the #1 spot in New York in September and October. So congratulations, guys, on that. Can you drop a clues round for yourself?
Thank you, Taz.
Thanks, Tiz.
So congratulations. And in Kentucky, Republican Daniel Cameron, who was endorsed by Donald Trump, and you guys may remember him, he is the one that did not prosecute the murderers of Breonna Taylor. Tamika Mallory came on the show about a month ago and talked about that. He was running for governor, and he was defeated last night by Democrat Andy Beshear. So he lost that race. A lot of folks are celebrating that. They did not want Daniel Cameron in office, so Kentucky came out. Ohio overwhelmingly decided to have abortion rights legalized, and they legalized marijuana. So abortion was definitely an issue on the ballot, and they decided to say they do not, want to be restricted from that. In Mississippi, Republican Tate Reeves beat Democrat Brandon Presley, beat him by about 50,000 votes. In mayor races, a quick recap on that: Philadelphia Cheryl Parker, she became the first female and the first Black female mayor. And then in Houston, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who was trying to also become the first Black female mayor in Houston, went into a runoff. So she did not win that, but it'll go into a runoff. In Virginia, another race that people were looking at, Democrats now control the General Assembly. Folks may remember Virginia going back and forth. They lose it, they get it back. But this was really important because Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin, he had went around telling people, really on the campaign trail, asking Republicans to give him control of the assembly. He was really looked as an upcoming star in the Republican Party. And so Democrats only needed 21 to win the House, and they got 21. They needed 51 to win the Senate, and they got 51. So they, literally barely got it, but still a win is a win. And so folks are looking at that race as also, what you can look at to expect as you move forward in 2024.
A couple more races too, Taz. Salute to everybody in North Charleston, South Carolina, man. Former North Charleston Police Chief Reggie Burgess. He's won the North Charleston mayoral race. He's the first Black person elected to lead the city of North Charleston, so salute to him. And in Charleston, South Carolina, Mayor John Tecklenburg and William Cogswell are going to a runoff on November 21st in Charleston, SC. So I don't know why y'all don't want to keep Mayor Tech in that seat, but you need to.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
salute
that
to Mayor Tech.
is front page news.
Quick reminder that tonight is the Republican debate. So folks who want to watch that, there will be Chris Christie, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Tim Scott. They will be debating tonight. And of course, Donald Trump is skipping this debate, but definitely look out for that. I'm interested to see, what they have to say, about the war. That has happened, since they had the last debate. So we'll make sure we bring you that report on tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't even know why we keep saying Donald Trump is skipping the debates. He ain't coming.
Nope.
He done told y'all he ain't never coming.
Nope.
Okay, he ain't doing the debate thing this year, and still is wiping up all the other GOP nominees. God damn.
Yep.
All right. Now get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. We're taking your calls when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What's up, Tiz?
Going on, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Taz.
Now let's talk about this gentleman that was arrested across Union Station. Now, is this the same guy that they crashed into the gate and when the cops pulled him out, they had guns on him? Is that the same story?
I don't know. We have so many stories like that, so I don't know exactly which one you're referring to. But this was yesterday. It was trending yesterday about a guy who was at Union Station and had a AR-15. He was arrested. Let's take a listen.
We were briefed by U.S. Capitol Police Chief Tom Manger, who identified the suspect as Amir Levon Morel from Atlanta, Georgia. Chief Manger says that Morel was walking through this park carrying a weapon that resembled an AR-15 when someone spotted him and then alerted Capitol Police.
Was that the one you were talking about? Because I want to make sure we're talking about the same one. But the officers on this one said that he appeared to be dealing with some mental health issues, but they can confirm that was just based on their conversations. They do not know why he was in the park with a gun, and it is an ongoing investigation. So yeah, they did arrest him, but not sure that's the video you were referring to.
No, I heard. I thought I heard another man. I guess was around the same area, had a gun as well, and they said the gun was I guess a handgun, but it was, I guess, some type of way it was armed where it could just be an automatic handgun. And I guess he was arrested yesterday too, but.
Might be the same story. They're saying this was an AR-15, but in the report that I read, it was pretty clear that it was an AR-15, so not sure.
Gotcha.
Hopefully we didn't have two people going to the Capitol yesterday doing that, so I'm pretty sure it's the same story.
Now let's talk about the third officer charged in McLean's death found not guilty. Elijah McLean.
We covered this last week I believe it was last week when one of the officers was found not guilty. So a jury found Colorado Police Officer Nathan Woodward not guilty again in the death. As a reminder, this is the case where the 3 police officers responded to a call about a suspicious person that was just walking. Elijah was just walking to the store. They restrained him in a chokehold and he passed away. So to recap, one officer was convicted of negligent homicide and third-degree assault, but the other 2 officers were found not guilty. This is the second one. And then there are still 2 paramedics who are waiting trial later this month.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works ever. Like, if you're going to charge one police officer, you got to charge all of them because, aren't they accessories to murder? If they just stood around and watched this young man, die and they didn't intervene to stop this young man from getting killed, shouldn't they be charged with murder too? Or they should be charged with something.
Well, they were charged, but they were found not guilty.
Yeah, so how? That's what I'm saying, like how?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Especially, again, it kind of reminds me again of Trayvon Martin. He was just going to the store, mind his business, and just, hey, you look suspicious. So really, really unfortunate story, and prayers to his mother.
I wonder how officers like that live with themselves, man. Like once they take a step back and they start this, I'm sure they see the same videos we see of Elijah McClain, and you start to hear what kind of kid he was. How do they live with themselves knowing they killed this innocent young man?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they take a step back? That's the question. A lot of them step right in another position in another police department, unfortunately, which is why we keep trying to push that as an issue, that it should have a database and these officers should not be able to be rehired. If nothing else, you need to find another career. So hopefully they do take a step back, but I don't know, Charlamagne. I don't know if a lot of them do.
I'm just talking about emotionally and mentally. I ain't talking about professionally, but at some point, you take a life, you still got to reflect on that life at some point. And when you start to realize who that person was, you got to realize, like, damn, I messed up.
Yeah.
Hope so. But want to end on a positive note. We have to end on a negative note. Jess Hilarious, Desi, and Glenn Tattoo Man Page, they held it down yesterday in Detroit, so I wanted to give them a shout out with that. And then shout out to my team on Tez on 10. We did premiere the show last night, had a premiere party at the Revolt Studios. I'm here now in Atlanta. So that was a really, really good time. So wanted to just great positive things going on as well, but still got to cover the other stuff. I wanted to end on a positive note.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
And make sure you subscribe to Tezlyn Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, and follow at Tezlyn Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, when we come back, Doug Melville will be joining us. He's an author. He has a new book out on Charlamagne's imprint. It's called Invisible Generals.
That's right. Invisible Generals tells the amazing true story of America's first black generals, Benjamin O. Davis Sr. and Jr., a father and son who helped integrate the American military and create the Tuskegee Airmen. 11/11 is Veterans Day. That's right around the corner. So this book is very timely, man, and this conversation will be very timely, too. So I can't wait to sit and talk to my guy, Doug Melville.
All right. We'll get into that next, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.